Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Today is Wednesday, January 14th. All right, guys, we have made it halfway throughout the week. Okay, it is hump day, or as some people like to call it, I think it's hump day or something else. Okay, but I call it hump day, or I like to call it Wicked Wednesday. Okay, I can't help it. It's the island ancestors in me, okay, to call it Wicked Wednesday. But anyways, guys, let's jump into it. Today's Wednesday. I did mention that I was going to work on my blog post for you guys to talk about what you need to know for Aquarius season. So keep an eye out for that. I will be posting that hopefully this week. That way you guys can get it before the 19th and the 20th around that time. So yeah, let's see what messages you might need to know for today. And let's jump right into it, guys. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. All right, guys. I mean, we're already halfway through the middle of January, if you guys, can believe it or not. So by the time we look at it this weekend, we're going to be heading into Aquarius season, which, I don't know, time feels like it's flying by really quickly, right? So I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes it feels like time is moving really slow, and then sometimes it feels like time is moving really fast. It's almost like there's no in between. It's almost like we're forced to figure out, timing almost, right? Even though we're supposed to wait for divine timing. So it's interesting, guys. It's really interesting. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for January 14th? What can you tell them for today? Or what insights can you give the collective before they see this video? What do they need to know? And how can we protect and guide the collective at this time, please? So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for January 14th? What can you tell the collective for January 14th, please? What do they need to know at this time? All right, guys, so the first card that showed up is the Chariot, okay? So for some of you guys, you may have Cancer placements. You don't have to, but Cancer could be very significant for some of you guys, whether this is your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or your Midhaven, okay? But we are talking about control, okay? Releasing control, okay? Having victories. Even when it comes to, having progress, determination, money management could be very significant. But even when it comes to you guys speaking up, okay? You guys are speaking up. You guys are using your throat chakra. You guys are overcoming obstacles, okay? When it comes to achieving your goals, your victories, okay? Moving forward with dignity, okay? So again, you guys are self-disciplined. You guys are focused, and you guys are, focusing on your goals right now, okay? You have a lot of ambitions. You got a lot of things that maybe you would like to do or you would like to fulfill, right? And I don't see anything wrong with that. You guys are showing up as a collective of people who never wait for things to come to you. So if this is opportunities, you don't wait for opportunities. You make your own opportunities, okay? Whether this is a business or not, it's the fact that you guys are able to leap and take action when the time is right, okay? So for some of you guys, when it comes to 7th house, this could be about, your close and personal relationships. Now, this could be business. This could be anything, okay? But we're talking about partnerships, business, contracts, and, things of that matter, okay? So justice is very significant at this time, especially with the number 7. We're talking about spiritual wisdom, and also when it comes to inner knowing. So for some of you guys could have received clarity about a situation. Also, when it comes to awakening your gifts, okay? Some of you guys could have awakening your spiritual gifts. And again, trusting in divine timing is very significant, as I mentioned. And it's funny, I talked about divine timing. I talked about the time moving really quickly before I started the video. So this is confirmation for some of you guys, okay? Whoops. I didn't even see that card. Where'd you go? Yeah, so there's this energy for some of you guys where nine of swords could be for some of you if you guys could have felt like you guys could have went through some type of stresses, whether this was negativity, a breaking point, even when it comes to isolation. And I'm going to kind of touch on that a little bit. But for some of you guys are releasing and letting go and, you know, allowing peace in your energy. Now, for some of you guys with angel number 999, we're talking about completions, okay? This again could be talking about your journey, or this could be about, you know, philosophy, religion, learning, and different cultures. Divination could be very significant. So for some of you guys too, if you guys are tapping more into divination, there could be something about, you know, worrying, okay? This could be about anxiety or worry. For some of you guys, when it comes to past trauma or unresolved issues, that could be very significant at this time. Now, this could be Mars in Gemini for some of you. Mars in Gemini talks about taking action, okay? Now, it doesn't necessarily only mean, okay, about taking action, but also the energy is very significant, okay? When we talk about Mars, we talk about energy, okay? And for some of you guys, when it comes to action and energy, there is something about communication that's very significant at this time, or there is something about wanting to be more adaptable, okay? Because Gemini talks about, you know, adaptability, social networking, you know, that kind of stuff, okay? So there is something about you guys when it comes to personal relationships, contracts, business, things of that matter. There is something about you taking action, but there is something about you, you know, with the energy. Some of you guys could feel like there's some type of communication coming in, or you guys could feel like if this is seen and unseen forces, the unseen forces could be what's bothering you for some of you. So if you guys are spiritually tapped in, there's something about protecting your boundaries as well, because maybe you guys are sensitive to other people's energies as well, okay? For those who are on a different path, especially when it comes to being a light worker or a healer, or basically endings leading to transformations, okay, and healing others. For some of you guys are needing to let go in order to ascend, okay? So the number 9, okay, is very significant. Again, for some of you guys that resonate with this, we also have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is about being rewarded for, you know, your achievements, for your gifts, okay, stepping into independence. So it's almost like when you step into your independence, it's almost like the universe rewards you for that because you have some type of self-sufficiency about you. Now, material security could be very significant when it comes to self-employment, and also when it comes to financial security. Venus in Virgo could be very significant. Maybe you have Venus in Virgo for some of you that resonate with this. But like I said, being a humanitarian or a light worker is very significant in this energy or message at this time. There's something about you guys when it comes to your persistence, okay, being very detail oriented and being very organized, okay, when it comes to your habits and routines. So there is something about what you do. Say, for example, you know, everybody's posting online, but there's something about you where you could be showing up every day on time, religiously, around the same time, okay, even if it's not exactly the same time, people know that you will show up around a specific time, okay? So they know that you're organized, they know that you are reliable, they know that you're somebody that to look forward every day. Even if you miss one day, it's just the whole idea that they know that you're coming back, okay? So there is something about reliability or being reliable is very significant in this energy. Now, for some of you guys could be grounding yourself when it comes to, you know, your own self-sufficiencies, okay? This is about success, leisure. This is about being rewarded, like I said, and stepping into independence. Now, for some of you guys, when it comes to you may have achieved a level of financial stability, and this is what's allowing you to enjoy the finer things in life, okay? For some of you guys that resonate with this, so reaping financial rewards may resonate for some of you. There is something about 6 of Pentacles as well when it comes to the number 6. 6th house talks about, you know, daily routines, like I said, health, wellness, work habits, organization, and how you service other people, okay? So some of you may have Taurus in your moon sign. Not necessarily, you don't have to. But there is something about grounding and being persevering, okay? If we're going to talk about the number 6, okay, we are going to talk about family, and we're talking about nurturing. So if this is not your own family, like say, you know, people you grew up with, or, you know, people that you're blood with, there's something about you basically creating your own family. Now, this is you creating your own family, or this is about you having a heart-centered leadership when it comes to what you love, especially when it comes to Venus and Virgo. What we attract is what Venus is talking about. This is love and pleasure. So for some of you guys, when it comes to what you love and the pleasure that it brings to you, okay, because Venus is not only talking about who you love and, you know, romantic stuff and platonic stuff, okay? It's talking about your love and what makes you feel good, pleasure, okay? So sharing and receiving, giving, gratitude, support, that kind of stuff is what you guys could be attracting at this time, okay? This is about financial assistance or receiving a loan within the next few days, okay? So take what resonates with that. Some of you guys will be receiving a message maybe about a loan, or there's something about receiving some type of financial assistance from somebody, or there is something about somebody wanting to assist you, especially if you have a business. There is something about somebody wanting to come towards you, okay? Yeah, 6 of Wands. Lots of 9s, lots of 6s and 7s, okay? So Jupiter in Leo. There's something about abundance, okay? Expansions, okay? Prosperity in the sign of Leo. Some of you guys could be wanting to tap more into that Leo energy when it comes to your expansions and leadership. But for some of you guys that have this, there's something about, you know, success, victory, and also receiving recognition. Okay, you guys could be receiving praise or appraisal for the work that you do. This is about leadership and confidence, and also when it comes to financial success. Okay, so some of you guys are tapping more into that. At the bottom, we have the Lovers. Okay, so this is about unions, partnerships, choices, and also when it comes to balance and unity. Okay, some of you guys could be collaborating with other people, or there is something about joint finances that are very significant. Now, like I said, Mars and Gemini could be very significant, but Gemini energy is also showing up at the bottom of the deck here. So like I said, when it comes to communication and adaptability, you guys are learning to collaborate and be more harmonious when it comes to, you know, what it is that you guys are building or what it is that you guys are working towards, okay? The Hermit is about you guys going within and searching for your purpose, or knowing what your purpose is and moving forward into that. Virgo energy again, okay? Judgment, okay? For again, like I said, you guys could have went through an awakening. That's what I mentioned in the, you know, messages earlier, okay? Something about your purpose, okay? Rebirth and transformation, okay? So Pluto energy is very significant. King of Wands, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, taking action, making decisions when it comes to expansion, okay? Leadership, okay? Bigger picture, okay? So some of you guys, when it comes to daring decisions, you guys are looking at the bigger picture when it comes to financial success. Ace of Cups, okay? This is about creativity. This is about what you love, intuition, financial opportunities, okay? Making movement, okay? So you guys are basically, when it comes to you guys taking action, making movements, you guys are showing up in this energy as being very ambitious. Like I've said this many times before, especially when it comes to teamwork, okay? Pulling your energy with other people is very significant. So for some of you guys, when it comes to new opportunities, even if it's not a job, you guys are learning to come together with other people when it comes to building a community, okay? For some of you guys are building your own community, or for some of you guys, you already have a community, but you guys are, you know, working on that community for growth and, you know, prosperity and things of that matter. So it doesn't matter if you have a platform or not. For some of you guys, you know, you could be building your own community outside of social media, okay, for some of you. But obviously take what resonates with that. But we have here Take the Leap, we have here the Whisper, and we also have Future Self, okay? So these cards came out back to back. For some of you guys, when it comes to you taking a leap of action, you guys are listening to your inner self, okay? And you listening to your inner self or your inner guidance is what's helping you in your future self. We have Wisdom at the bottom of the deck and Mirrors, okay? So your wisdom and how you reflect, okay, that could be showing up in the energy right now about who comes in your energy as well, okay? So if you're spewing negativity, then of course you're going to receive negativity back, right? But if you guys are spewing positivity, then of course you're going to get positivity back, okay? It's just how, you know, karma and dharma works, right? So what you put out there is what you get back is very significant. Okay, for some of you guys, like I said, taking a leap of faith, listening to yourself and helping your future self. Like I said, with the Nine of Swords, I believe it was, confirmation with the horn, Mars and Gemini, something to do with fear. Okay, maybe you guys have this fear when it comes to putting yourself out there or moving forward, okay? Now, there's something about, if there is fear, there could be something about you moving forward and having this thought of, what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work the way that I planned it? Or what if it doesn't work the way that I thought it was supposed to work out? Okay, and that is fear, okay? We don't want to have fear. I mean, it is human to think that way, and it's okay, okay? It's okay if you think that way for a short period of time, but at the same time, you don't want to put fear in your heart, and you putting fear in your heart will stop you from moving forward to certain opportunities or just moving forward, okay, and taking action. So let's see what else shows up in the energy, okay? So thank you. Yeah, so, you know, you taking that leap of action, taking that leap, it's allowing happiness in your energy, okay? You're doing something that's allowing happiness, or you guys are moving away from fear and allowing happiness or, you know, positivity to be in your energy at this time. And that's very significant, okay? So yeah, ideation. Okay, for some of you guys, there's something that you guys are doing where you guys might be ideal, or there's something that's ideal for you. Okay, but take what resonates with that. And then we also have hunger. Okay, so yeah, whatever it is that you guys are building or growing, you guys are showing up as someone who has a lot of drive, okay, a lot of dedication, a lot of ambition, okay? Even when it comes to success and determination, you guys have a lot of willpower. It's almost like you guys have that hunger for determination, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have conscious and we have strength, okay? Trust. Okay, trust that you are able to move forward. Trust that you have strength, okay, and the ability to, you know, move towards your goals and dreams, okay? So for some of you guys could have second guessed or, you know, doubted yourself. And Spirit is saying to stop doubting yourself and to actually trust yourself more, okay? Trust yourself more. Trust the universe more. Trust that, you know, the guidance that you guys are receiving are, you know, for your benefit, okay? You're obviously, you know, I'm not going to put out information that's negative, like, oh yeah, you guys don't deserve happiness. Are you crazy? That's crazy, okay? I could never say that. You guys deserve all the happiness, okay? So again, when it comes to your drive, ambition, determination, take what resonates with that. The number 40 is very significant when it comes to knowledge. So again, when it comes to meditating, some of you guys could meditate, or you guys are wanting to meditate or finding new ways to meditate is, you know, very significant. For some of you guys who do meditate, maybe you guys are learning different ways to meditate. So instead of sitting on the floor, there's many different ways you can meditate. Some of you guys are gaining a lot of knowledge and wisdom, you know, with what it is that you're doing. But when it comes to helping people, giving information, or just helping people grow as a collective is very significant. Gaining knowledge could be very significant as well when it comes to your spirituality. So, you know, take what resonates with that. Also, angel number 7 is very significant. I was just thinking about that number too when it comes to spirituality. Again, success, the Chariot, right? So spiritual cleansing could be very significant. Some of you guys could be spiritually cleansing your energy. We have fire at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys may have fire sign placements in your chart. So obviously take what resonates with that. But there is something about fire, or you guys stepping into your fire, that's very significant. And especially with the strength card showing up at the bottom of the deck, and you guys showing up that you guys have a lot of hunger and drive is very significant at this time. So obviously take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for some of you. But there is something about your drive or your fire, or maybe you guys have fire placements in your chart again when it comes to your success. So we have remain positive, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to your energy, like I said, you guys could be remaining positive or wanting to remain positive because, again, with the energy, if you're sensitive to other people's energies, you're going to feel other people's energies, unfortunately. And a lot of people who are not healed or have not done the healing work, they may not realize that they project their insecurities and their issues on to other people. Okay, so for example, if you have a lot of placements in your chart that makes you sensitive, maybe you don't want to be around people, or being around people is very mentally draining, or, sometimes the people that you are around can be mentally draining because they don't have boundaries, or they don't have respect for your boundaries. Okay, so there is something about also when it comes to inner child energy too, where you could be around a lot of people where they knew you growing up, and that could be like the child version of you, like the kid version of you, but then they assume that you're going to be the same person as you become an adult. So for people who don't have respect for boundaries, or respect that as an adult you're not going to be the same person that you were as a child, is very significant. People may not understand that about you, and they can't maybe respect that, and that's too bad. Okay, sometimes people need to realize that what they want from you, they may not get that from you. And because of that, people may look at you as selfish, or they may look at you as, maybe you don't care, because for once in your life, you're actually putting yourself first. Okay, a lot of people don't realize this, but our generation, we are not supposed to take care of our parents to the extent that they think. Okay, I understand that different cultures, you take care of your parents, you live with your parents, or, your parents move in with you and things like that. I understand that. But there are certain dynamics that need to change when it comes to certain traditions, when it comes to certain groups of family members. Okay, it's one thing to, have a community. That's understandable. Everybody needs a community to build, okay, or to be in. But it's another thing when you have parents or family members who assume that it is your responsibility to take care of them, okay, when you don't even know what it's like to take care of yourself. Okay, they're supposed to give you the tools to help you to move forward, but some of them take it to their advantage, where they think, okay, well, the collective is the breadwinner, or the collective is making money, or the collective looks a certain way, so let me use that to my advantage, when in all honesty, everybody should be able to take care of themselves to an extent, right? So even when it comes to the collective, it's like me giving advice to you guys, or sharing messages to you guys, and at the same time, it's like expecting the most from you, okay? Or you guys expecting the most from me because of what you think I have, or what you think I look like, okay? So even when it comes to remaining positive, some of you guys could be trying to remain positive in certain adversities that you guys are in, or certain environments, or even about your situation. Maybe you guys are trying to remain positive because of other people's energies as well, unfortunately. Okay, so that's why spiritual cleansing could be very significant at this time. For some of you guys, because you guys can pick up on other people's energies. Some of you guys are needing to cleanse your energy, or wanting to cleanse your energy from those who are around you, especially if it's a small environment, or if it's an environment where you guys constantly see each other all the time. There is something about you cleansing your energy. Okay, looking for signs could be very significant as well about how you move forward, and also success. Okay, so perfect timing is very significant at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay, divine timing, perfect timing is very significant. There's something about you guys moving forward and taking the guidance that you guys are receiving. Okay, so if you guys were looking for a sign, the sign is success, okay, and perfect timing. You guys are in a energetic pull right now, or a divine timing right now, where it's allowing you to move forward, and it's allowing you to receive or gain what it is that you desire, or what you fulfill, or what you need to fulfill. Okay, but I'm gonna end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this video. And yeah, thank you for supporting my channel, my page, and what it is that I'm trying to build at this time. So thank you guys, and happy Wednesday. Okay, again, and again, like I said, I appreciate you guys liking, commenting, sharing my videos, but again, the energy alone of you just supporting is very appreciative. Okay, so thank you guys. But yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.